Atlanta News First Plus starts now with the First Alert Weather Day.
All right, everybody, I'm First Alert Meteorologist Rodney Harris. We are in a First Alert Weather Day because of storms that will be moving into North Georgia tonight, going into the overnight hours. So that's the first thing that's important. And I have this here on the right-hand side of your screen. The general timing for this entire event will be 7 p.m. this evening until about 3 a.m. on Wednesday morning. 7 p.m. is when storms will initially start to move into West Georgia and Northwest Georgia. And 3 a.m. is when everything will start to move out of North Georgia and then to Central Georgia on again Wednesday morning. So that's the overall event. I want to walk you through hour by hour through our high resolution forecast model for today. I do want to point out that it'll be completely dry for most of the day today and hot with a high of 90 degrees. So it'll be the first 90 that we'll see all year long in Atlanta, so enjoy this afternoon, and then you can see those storms starting to get close this evening. So between 7 and 8 o'clock is when those storms will start to move into Northwest Georgia, and maybe even as far south as West Georgia. So anywhere from Rome to Carrollton to LaGrange westward, between 7 and 8, you could see some storms starting to move into your area. That activity will make its way into Metro Atlanta between 10 and midnight. Now, the timing on this could change, but we're generally looking at these storms being in Metro Atlanta by midnight. So a lot of you will be at home when these storms are moving in, but we definitely want to make sure you have that First Alert Weather app downloaded in advance, as this will be a nighttime event for us here in North Georgia. So 12 a.m., still seeing showers and storms. 1 a.m., showers and storms over Metro Atlanta. 2 a.m., we're still seeing showers and storms. Now, by 3 o'clock, the activity will start to move south and east of Atlanta. And by 6 a.m. on Wednesday, so this is the beginning of your commute, really early for a lot of you, everything is out of here. So that's what I mean when I say this is really an overnight event, because by the time you get out the door on Wednesday morning, all of this will be completely over. But as you see here with this particular map that I'm showing now, this is our concern. We are actually now under a level 3 risk of a severe storm, basically from Atlanta northwestward along and northwest of I-85. So that's a pretty big deal. We're forecasting some damaging winds, unfortunately, as this activity initially moves in. And there's even the potential for some isolated tornadoes. And that risk was enhanced as far south as Atlanta. Earlier this morning, we were under a level 2 risk in Atlanta. Now we are under a level 3 risk. So basically, the further north and west you drive from Atlanta, the higher your risk of seeing a severe storm. I do want to point out that even outside of Atlanta, like south and east of Atlanta, where you see the yellow and eventually the green, you could see a severe storm as well. So really everybody in North Georgia has the potential of seeing a severe storm. That risk will just increase as you travel further north and west, because that's where a lot of our energy will be, especially as this activity initially moves in this evening. So again, here's what you can expect. Everybody will see rain and lightning at some point tonight. That's everybody in North Georgia. The stronger storms, though, will be capable of producing damaging winds, as I mentioned. I think that'll be our biggest severe weather risk. So you're likely at some point to see a severe thunderstorm warning because of strong winds in this particular event tonight. That's one of the reasons we want to make sure you have that First Alert Weather app downloaded. And then, unfortunately, we do have to keep the risk of tornadoes in your forecast as well. So I'd say wind is the primary risk, but we can't rule out some isolated tornadoes as well, again, especially north and west of Atlanta. So those are the threats overnight. I do want to walk you back through this timing one more time, just in case you missed it. Most of today will be completely dry in North Georgia. It's not until tonight, this evening, really, when these storms start moving into Northwest Georgia first by 8 p.m., then Metro Atlanta between 10 and midnight. Earlier, we were showing midnight. The models have kind of sped up a little bit, so we're going to increase that range for Metro Atlanta from 10 p.m. until midnight, and those showers and storms will stay with us through 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, as you can see there, and after 2 a.m., the activity will gradually start to move south and east. So by the time you get to work again on Wednesday morning, this stuff will be out of here. But again, our concern is for the risk of severe weather, so make sure and have that First Alert Weather app downloaded. If there's a warning, you'll get that audio alarm on your phone, and that's super important whenever we have these night events. You may not hear ordinarily the warnings coming through that phone. That app specifically will help you with with that. So your entire First Alert Weather team, we're going to be here throughout the day and night, keeping you up to date. If there are any warnings, we'll be on television. We'll be right here on Atlanta News First Plus and everywhere to make sure that you know about that information right away. Again, the storms aren't moving in until tonight. This afternoon, we're just fine. It'll just be super hot. So if you're going to be out and about this afternoon, make sure and drink plenty of water. Our primary concern is tonight going into the overnight hours. You can see there that map on the right-hand side of your screen. I've just taken that full for you, indicating where severe storms will be possible, including the city of Atlanta, but especially as you drive north and west of Atlanta. So First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazi, she is working on an updated forecast for you as we speak. That will be on Atlanta News First at noon. You can always find these updates in our First Alert weather app. Everybody stay safe tonight, and until next time, we'll see you soon.
Stay up to date on your latest weather from the largest team of meteorologists in the Southeast. Download the First Alert Weather app for hour-by-hour forecasts and join us every weekday at 11:30 a.m. on ANF+. You can also text weather to the number on your screen, and we'll send a link directly to your cell phone.